So, now we're going to talk about the 5 must-know facts that you absolutely need to know to make your move down under a success. These are 5 things that we find that when applied can save UK and Irish doctors a lot of time, a lot of hassle, and so I'm really pleased to share them with you today because I know how valuable they'll be for you. Must-know fact number 1. Know what you want. Begin with the end in mind. This is something you're not going to hear anywhere else, but it's really the most important fact to get what you want out of your move down under. To get the most out of your move, you need to know what you want from it. Figure out whether you're in it for the lifestyle, for your career, or for a combination of both of these things. With the current shortage of doctors, you don't need to sacrifice anything that's important to you. You can have it all. By knowing what you want, and by letting MedRecruit know what's important to you, you'll be able to get a placement that ticks all the boxes for you. I'll now go through the main possible options that will give you some real examples of doctors who have used these options to create the lives they want. Now, while you're listening, just think what you might be looking for and what relates to you. So the first thing that a lot of doctors make the move for is lifestyle. There are jobs in fantastic locations across New Zealand and Australia. If there's a particular lifestyle that you want to live, and this is the most important thing for you, then make it your priority and we'll make it happen for you. Whatever lifestyle it is you're looking for, we'll be able to find you a place that matches and meets your needs. So I'll give you a real example. Juan is a third-year Irish doctor. Now his full name is Juan Carlos Asensio Lane. He's an Irish doctor, although you wouldn't pick that from the name. But anyway, Juan's a good man. He came over here. He worked through MedRecruit. He chose to work as an emergency SHO at Invercargill Hospital in the South Island of New Zealand. Juan worked 40 hours a week and he spent his time off surfing, skiing, exploring the great outdoors. Weekends he was up in Queenstown, he was at Stewart Island, he was at the Catlins, he was just all over the place. He was just absolutely in seventh heaven. Now, the funny thing is Juan told me that he actually felt guilty when he talked to his friends back home because his lifestyle was so much better than theirs. So you can have that sort of lifestyle too, if that's the sort of lifestyle you want. If it's city life that you want, then we'll get you something completely different. You know, what we'll do is we'll listen to what's important to you and match you to the lifestyle that's important to you. Now, career. As we've already discussed, a move to either New Zealand or Australia is a great way to progress your medical career. For example, you can try out different specialties to decide what career path you want to pursue, or if you already know what you want, then we can get you the right position and you can do your training down here. So I'll give you another real example. Sarah was a 4th-year doctor when she came to MedRecruit. She wanted to pursue surgical training but had been unable to get on a training program in the UK. So we got her a surgical registrar position in Wellington, and after working in New Zealand for a year, she applied to surgical training in New Zealand and got on the scheme. Now, she was telling us just how much, she just couldn't believe how much easier it was to get on the training scheme down here. But that the training scheme is equally as good down here. It's world class, it's Royal College, so it's fantastic quality training schemes down here, but it's just so much easier to get onto than in the UK or Ireland. And the third thing is pick and mix. Choose what you want and make it happen. Anything's possible. That's the exciting thing for you guys. Talk with us here at MedRecruit about what you want, and we'll be able to give you help and guidance to get you the perfect placement. So fact number 2 is before you invest a lot of time, make sure you're eligible for medical registration in New Zealand or Australia. Now this is really important because you've got to ascertain early on in the process, because really everything else hinges on it. You've got to make sure that you're going to be able to get medical registration. Clearly, generally speaking, in New Zealand and Australia, UK and Irish graduates can gain registration after 1 year practicing in the UK or Ireland. So once you hit your foundation 2 year, you're good to come out here. But a lot of doctors working in the UK or Ireland, a lot of people listening to this, didn't get their medical degrees here. Now, for registration in New Zealand, these doctors need to have practiced for 36 out of the past 48 months in the UK or Ireland or in an equivalent health system. And for Australia, these doctors need to have completed 12 months practice in the UK or Ireland and also completed the PLAB exams. Now, it's really important that you ensure you're eligible before you invest a lot of time. Talk to us at MedRecruit and we'll help you and make the whole process as easy as possible. Now, must know fact number 3. Pick the right grade job. A major difference between New Zealand and Australia and the UK and Ireland is the grade that you work at. Many doctors don't take positions that are suitable for them, and they miss out because of confusion around the differences in terminology for grades, not a difference in the actual job. So let's clear it up right now. As interns, as first-year doctors, UK doctors do tend to get a bit more responsibility than Aussie and Kiwi doctors. However, it's after interning that the real differences start. In the UK, doctors complete foundation years 1 and 2, then become senior house officers, SHOs. Now in New Zealand, hospitals, some of them have SHO positions, but many don't. Because hospitals don't have SHO positions, they can tailor house officer positions to give doctors more responsibility. So, in effect, they're acting in SHO roles. Now, although the job may be called house officer, in effect, it's an SHO job. So, you don't want to get confused. You don't want to not take a job because of the terminology. Australian hospitals more commonly have SHO positions, so that's easy. Now, it's after this time, a lot of differences start really. In New Zealand and Australia, doctors don't have to complete exams to become registrars. Doctors complete 2 years, it's usually 3 as a house officer, then they become junior registrars, which is basically equivalent to a 2nd or 3rd year SHO in the UK or Ireland. So, registrar positions in New Zealand and Australia cover all the way from SHOs to specialist registrars. In Australia, registrars are often called PHOs as well. Now, some registrar positions will be accredited for training, others won't. It's important that you know what level of responsibility hospitals will expect from you as a registrar. And the thing is, because I'm a doctor and running MedRecruit, we're able to listen to you and to ensure that you get the right grade job so you're not out of your depth, and also that you're stimulated so you're not bored. We'll get you that right job. In New Zealand, staff grade doctors are called medical officers. In Australia, they're called CMOs or career medical officers. And consultants are still consultants or specialists, and they're still the bosses. Your relationships with consultants will be quite different, though. It's not such a hierarchical system over here, and everyone's on a first name basis, and often spend time outside the hospital with their consultants. Now, I know that this is a lot of info. There's a lot of jargon in this particular fact, but don't worry about it. All you need to remember is that you at MedRecruit will help you and will walk you through it. Tell us what you want, tell us what grade you are now, what grade you're looking for, and we will ensure that you get the right grade job. So must know fact number 4. Pick a place in New Zealand or Australia that's right for you. If you want to live in paradise with a lifestyle that's the envy of all your friends, then either New Zealand or Australia will do the trick. Both countries have incredible outdoor living and scenery, and both have fun and vibrant cities bursting with culture. We'll talk about the main differences. Australia is warmer and drier. New Zealand's more lush and greener. There are bigger cities in Australia, but both countries have smaller towns and cities if big cities aren't your thing. Now, comparable in size and shape to Great Britain, New Zealand has a population of only 4 million people, making it one of the world's least crowded countries. Australia is a lot bigger, and it's also one of the least populated countries in the world. Both countries are havens for those seeking peace, rejuvenation, and relaxation, as well as a playground for thrill-seekers and adventurers. Now, as I've mentioned, New Zealand was ranked in the top 10 countries in the world to live. Australia is ranked 2nd. No matter what you're looking for, you will find it in one of these countries. The best thing to do is talk to us at MedRecruit. Tell us everything you want, and with our knowledge and with our database, we will help match you to the right location. It may be as simple as you want the best place to ski, so you come to New Zealand, or the best place to surf, so you go to Australia. Fact number 5, be bold and do it. No one is going to tell you this, but you've got to hear it. If after this call you feel that a move to either New Zealand or Australia is the right choice for you next year, then you need to go for it and take action. If after this call you think, great, a move down under is an awesome opportunity that will definitely help me achieve my desired lifestyle and my career goals over the next few years, but if you do nothing about it, then you've just wasted an hour of your time. Fortune favours the brave, so be bold and grab this opportunity. You will thank yourself for doing it. So those are the 5 secrets. Armed with that information, you're now streets ahead of most doctors, and you're ready to absolutely transform your lifestyle and your career down under.